Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. The fuck is that sound? Okay. Oops. Only other place I can think time might grow is in the park, which was down here. So we'll check this out. If this isn't it, we're gonna just go find one of those, oops. I keep pushing the wrong button to hop off the damn thing, even though the button's right there. Anyway, we'll go find one of those parks. That'll let us rest for till morning, or I'll just go sleep at the hotel. Either way. Park's just over here, I think. One of those things like I said is like right here. That's a graveyard. High quality plate. Yeah, I don't see anything of actual. What is it? Oh, those are bees. Alright. Ah! Quality string. Alright, so far the only enemies in the game are bees, probably wolves, alligators, and squirrels. Alright. Well, we're gonna rest until morning because, yeah, so I'm gonna go back to the hotel. It's probably the easiest way to do it. And then we'll rest until about 5 a.m.-ish and make our way over to the next story. Oops, why did I keep pressing X? The next story area. Sorry guys. My playthrough of this hasn't been very exciting because I'm just busy trying to figure out where the fuck to go most of the time. Do it again. Oh, okay, something's happening.
Yeah, right?
And who might you be?
I'm Raven, but around here they call me the Speed Witch.
Okay, Raven, yeah.
You're here investigating the lease case, yeah? And instead of a car, you're using a skateboard? For real? You've already become the talk of the town, you know? Anyway, I was just wondering if you needed any help. What's your name?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Okay, Yorkie it is. I'm actually testing out a new kind of business right now. And I was hoping you'd be down to try it out, Yorkie.
What kind of business are we talking about here?
I drive my customers to wherever they want to go, and once we get there, they pay me. Now that I think about it, I reckon it ain't much different from a taxi.
Seems a bit strange to call it a new type of business, then.
Only 'cause you haven't heard the details yet. Here, let me explain. I got a feeling that in the future, cell phones are gonna get more advanced. People are gonna be able to just order taxis from their phones whenever they need to get somewhere. So I'm thinking, hey, why don't I just start a company that instantly sends out drivers to take folks from point A to point B?
How?
I want to make it so that anyone out there can just register on my site as a driver. I'm talking normal people, not pros. Then once we get a request, we'll just send out the driver who's closest to the customer. It'll be a hell of a lot more convenient than public transportation, and faster than any normal taxi company. I'm positive it'll be a big hit. And I'm gonna call it Wyvern. The logo will be a Y and a V. Cool, yeah?
Is that legal?
Beats me. But if I hire them all as independent contractors, I reckon it'll work out. See, that means each driver and customer will be bound by their own private agreements. My company will just provide them with a platform to hook up. Squeaky clean, right? Now, here comes the fun part. I want to help you get around while you're in our town, Yorkie. For a fee, of course. Keep an eye out for my balloons. Whenever you see one in town, give me a whistle and I'll be there.
Why not invite me to use your site, then? Why are you out here driving around?
I'm still experimenting with this business model. My site isn't open yet, and I'm still trying to figure out what sort of fees will work best. So I decided to go find myself a customer to get a feel for how things will really go. Well, wanna ride?
Zach, that was quite the spiel, wasn't it? This seems like little more than a scheme to make some pocket change from carpooling. And what's new about that? Although it will be a bit hard for us to keep investigating here for days with nothing but a skateboard. What do you think? Should we accept her offer?
Alright. You're right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't even see her
Come
face
on,
anymore.
get in, get.
Sure. Let's see what madness this is gonna be. It'd be interesting if they programmed like interesting cutscenes for her arrival at every one of our locations. I doubt they did that, but okay. Wyvern balloons are all over the car. You can use them to call Raven, who will let you fast travel to another balloon. It'll cost you, but it's definitely faster than your skateboard. You can also use the transportation desk at Castle Pineapple to visit secret hotspots. Alright, we're just gonna skateboard back down to the hotel because it's just down the road. Hey, Jeremy. What are you doing? What? What? Come on, you Wyvern. Jeremy shows up in stream and then the weird shit starts happening in game. No, we just did the unlocked fast travel, and I rode back to the hotel, and the lady that gave me the fast travel was still in her car out front, but then her car disappeared, and then she slid across the ground and faded through the hotel wall, and I was like, excuse me? Let's sleep for 18 hours. It's okay to sleep for 18 hours, right? Oh damn, that took a lot of money from me. Okay. Okay, well. Gotta keep that in mind for the future. Oh, I'm hungry as fuck, man. Alright. Can I eat here?
My restaurant serves only the highest quality Creole cuisine, the real deal, which ain't too easy to find in the backwoods.
Did I hear wrong then? Set me straight, would you, Chef? I thought that Cajun food was the norm in Acadian. Why would you go out of your way to serve Creole food here?
When I was a youngin', I trained myself at a famous restaurant in New Orleans.
Was it Arnaud's? Antoine's? No, don't tell me, I got it. Brennan's, right?
None of those, actually. But that place taught me how to really cook. Go on and try something, you'll see.
Very intriguing.
Alright, it'll stuff you. It'll stuff you. It'll fill you to the brim. Alright, this is $24, but it's the only thing that'll fill my hunger almost completely, so we'll do that. Seafood platter. I also gotta be a little more careful with my money. I'm just tossing it away in this game. Hello, Mini Cat.
That food was unbelievable. I see you weren't lying about undergoing training at that famous restaurant.
David just completely sidesteps which famous restaurant he trained under.
Ah, now you just trying to embarrass me, mister. I still appreciate it, though.
So
You must have undergone some rigorous training in order to gain such refined technique. You put so much care into preparing everything just right. And your manipulation of that low-temp flame in order to bring out such a pleasant fragrance, simply perfect. This is true Creole food. You have to tell me now, which famous restaurant did you train yourself at? Come on, Chef, we need to know. Zach and I are begging you.
Ah. You drive a hard bargain, mister. All right, I reckon I can give you a hint.
Miss Mini Cat.
Really?
Oh, just a hint now.
Fine, we'll take it. Just say it.
It's the restaurant that serves the most famous fried chicken in all of Louisiana. Crispy, crunchy. You know what I'm talking about? Bonafide fried chicken.
Popeye's chicken?
No, you can't mean...
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet they worked you pretty hard.
Mm-hmm, you betcha.
So that's how you acquire the mental fortitude necessary to cook such amazing food.
Oh, my time there taught me just how tough city life really is.
Amazing. Zach, did you hear all that? That's an incredible story, David. You really are a true chef. Both Zach and I have given you our official approval.
Fucking ate at a Popeyes. Or worked at a Popeyes. Also, is Alexis fucking David's wife? Because they both got the same last name, so either they're like brother and sister or like there's some other relation there. I guess it doesn't really matter, but what is interesting about that is that she is Cajun food and talks about how she fucking hates Creole food. And oh. From midnight to 6 a.m., the town of Lakai descends into the otherworld. Red shadows will appear during the time, but only outside areas affected. Facilities are still open and will operate as normal. Oh, okay.
Mr. Alligator, not sure how much help you'll be in this situation, but I guess you're better than nothing.
What?
What the? Zach, I don't even need to say it, do I? This is right out of that movie. Videodrome, 1982, directed by David Cronenberg. At the time, it was seen as a hard movie to digest for normal moviegoers, but now it's become a cult classic. I always just saw it as another weird Canadian movie, but this changes everything. My arm and my gun have become one. Now I can really understand what Max was going through.
Hold down the fire button to charge the psycho gun. Aim it towards an enemy and lock on, then release a fire or homing bullet. The faster your firing speed, the faster your gun will lock on. Lock on to multiple points at once is also possible. Taking damage will cancel your lock on, so be careful. Well, I guess there is combat. It's not letting me lock on anymore, so... Okay, that's kind of fucked. Alright, anyway, we gotta go... not that way. That is entirely the wrong way. These abilities were not in the first game. Apparently his ability to file a Videodrome psycho gun is something he forgot about when he went to Greenvale. I'm not sure why we're fighting fucking clock tower-esque scissor enemies either. Why is there a red world, by the way? Why is this a thing? Like, why does York's brain just create the red world between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m.? They made York undergo mandated therapy because of Zack, but all they did was get rid of his psycho gun. Apparently. Like how combat music hasn't really changed. Bullfrog tongue. Fucking rude. Okay, so the discovery site should be right where I am, yeah? And then I look north. I don't see any altar that they were talking about. Okay. Alright, Jeremy. Good luck. That's the other side of the bridge. Alright, hang on. Do that in a sec. This music after that weird fucking otherworld nonsense. A ton of items though. Alright, Lisa Collection Discovery Site. We did it.
This is how it has to be. Why did the perpetrator decide to enshrine Lisa's body here? Remember this, Zack? Stone skipping. We did it all the time when we were kids. For some reason, I could never beat you. But I feel like I've got what it takes to win now. What do you say? Shall we take a trip down memory lane?
Oh. Okay, yes. In order to start skipping stones, you'll need to select a stone. Each stone has its own unique properties. Press A after tossing a stone. Press B at the right time to increase the distance it flies. Each stone skipping point has its own unique course, so give them all a try. I don't really want to do that, but alright. Eight skips, I did it. Okay. Got a lollipop from that at least.
Not bad, Zack. That was just as fun as when we were kids. Hey, what's that? No wonder the word Mississippi means father of waters. It has the power to carry boats down the tiniest of tributaries. It's one of the prime symbols of America's majesty. and the vitality of the human race. Now about that boat. What sort of cargo would give it such a deep draft? What else do you see, Zach? I saw it clearly, if only for a second. The dragonfly crest. This town never wants to stop reminding us about the Clarksons.
Yeah, I don't care about stone skipping, guys. I'm sorry. That said, we're here now.
Hey, Zach. Do you remember the Oracle? When the sun awakens, catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the false altar, and the entrance to the otherworld will reveal itself to you. In other words, we need to go to where Lise was found and look north at dawn. I wonder what we'll see.
You see a skull in the water. Eerie floating skull, bottle, paper, old tire, Spanish moss. Alright, let's check all these things and just see. I thought it was an old document, but it's actually an old movie flyer. It's worn out that it's hard to see, but I think it depicts a bicycle flying in front of a big moon. The title says E.T. Have you ever heard of such a film, Zach? It's such a bizarre image, and it almost looks like there's something in the bicycle's basket. Truly bizarre, isn't it, Zach? What a strange movie poster. A bottle from a river. As a child, I used to love finding these. I always hoped one would contain a message from a faraway land that would change my boring life forever. Sadly, this bottle is all too real. It's filled with nothing but dirty water. An old tire and a solitary glove. Kinda looks like a surrealist painting, doesn't it, Zach? Whenever I see an old tire, I'm possessed by the urge to jump inside and roll down a hill with it. Must be the influence of some cartoon we saw when we were kids. Now? Come on, Zach. I couldn't possibly try that here. We have more important things to do right now. Look, Zach, someone used these stones to create a mini Stonehenge. Stonehenge, next to an altar. Their love for cliched symbology is truly horrifying. But this isn't England, nor is it a historically significant location. Which means this symbol has nothing to do with Lisa's case. Unfortunately, it's nothing but a childish prank. Let's take our search elsewhere, Zach. An ominous work of art, but it's trying too hard, which means it must have nothing to do with our case. Common graffiti, most likely drawn with a can of spray paint. Also, my light just like fucking dimmed and then went really bright again. It also faded and hard to read. This was surely drawn before Lise was murdered. The design and art style is simply too out of date. Another powerful reminder of just how isolated the community is from the rest of the modern civilization. Someone had drawn enough passion inside them to draw this out here in the middle of nowhere. Now that's impressive. There's a vine-like plant dangling from the bridge beam. It's probably Spanish moss, common around these parts, but someone clearly hung this moss here on purpose. It's hard to try to understand the mind of someone who would want to enshrine a dead girl's body.
It's a skull, Zach. As clear as day. That's the spot. The barrier between our world and the other world. One might call it a singularity.
Singularity inspection complete. At $20 for that.
Now, what do you say we go inspect that cabin?
Why did you leave me behind? You're not supposed to investigate without me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patty. You just missed a special moment.
What moment? The sugarcane plantation? So what?
You can't see it?
All I see is the Clarkson's plantation and that gross silo.
There you have it, Zach. Patty, Zach and I will take it from here. In the meantime, you need to head home and wait for us.
Wait at home? Alone?
Yes, but only for a while. Once I make some progress, I'll contact you again.
Hey, hold on!
Also, would you mind telling Melvin that I'm heading to the sugarcane plantation? I'm sure we'll need his help later.
Whoa, Agent York! Wait! You're really gonna leave a little girl like me here all alone? Act like an adult for once in your life. I promised to protect you from all the evil in our world. You promised! Protect me!
You'll be fine. You made it this far alone, didn't you?
think one of my lights might actually be dying. Head to the singularity.
Oh, if it isn't Agent Morgan. How may I help you?
Are you angry with me, Patty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, good. In that case, please return home at once.
That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty entertaining. Also, the road does not connect very well there. Some parts of this game look really good, but then you get like parts like where the road doesn't connect to the bridge very well, like okay, no. See how it like the road texture just kind of like raises up, but it's actually not connected properly. That's ridiculous. Alright, that's gonna be our goal here in a little bit, guys. We're gonna take another break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.